Hello, Max Knight here. This is my telemedicine, I think, reflection video. Um, yeah, so what advantages and disadvantages were there in this telemedicine encounter? As far as advantages go, um, I mean, to me, it felt like just another evaluation, but only through a screen and a camera. Um, I was still able to ask questions, get a history, see the patient, have them do movements, and I'm still able to see kind of what's going on, especially with um, the first patient with the skin condition. Um, but some disadvantages, kind of like thinking about it now, even after the debrief. I think it was harder for me to get the rapport or yeah, probably the rapport, um, or just that like connection that you'll have with a patient um, when you see them in person. I feel like I wasn't able to be myself, um, just because like it was a whole new thing, a new medium of evaluating somebody. Um, and it was also just kind of weird that I didn't get to, like, shake the person's hand or just be there. It was just kind of different. Um, um, what else? Other advantages, I'd say, if I use the doxy a little bit better, um, there's the application of being able to take screenshots, take pictures, record things like that, so you can have that kind of visual um, to look back to and even send on. Um, but like a disadvantage was the the robot, which I'm sure people have said in this type of video. Um, just kind of not being able to play around with it prior, I think kind of hurt a little bit. But I think it'd be very useful, like if you're trying to navigate through like a factory or um, a corporate building or something like that. It would be really useful. Um, what would I have changed um, if I were to go back? Definitely be more prepared. Preparation was huge, and I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I needed to prepare a lot. um, Ego check there. I thought actually there's a spider up there, but it's just a um, hook. Sorry. But yeah, preparation is huge when you're going to do something like this. Getting all the patient information, making sure that your equipment's right, how your lighting is, make sure your audio and everything's good. Do all that preparation work before, but also that preparation with understanding what the case is, um, and doing a little research with that. Um, Also, when you initially meet the patient, to ask them the questions: how's your audio? Can you hear me? Your lighting's a little dim. Can you are you able to get another light? Can you move forward? Can you move back? Those things were the things that Kendall knocked out in like a minute. Um, just having a list of those just so it kind of reminds me that, like, oh, hey, I need to ask these before I get going. And that'll help kind of just mitigate any troubles that could occur. So just doing that, being prepared, like I said, preparation is just absolutely huge. And I think I definitely screwed myself over big time by not preparing well enough. Um, I probably would have changed how I asked about the one patient's sexual activity. Um, you know, I always thought that I was the type of person that would just ask it, but that was probably one of the first times. I think I've only asked it like 3 times. I think that was probably the third. And it was still kind of difficult. And I felt very awkward, and it's just cringeworthy to watch. Come on, Max. Um, what else? I was also trying to like think really fast of what I need to do, what I need to ask. What is this question more important than this one, or like no, this question sucks. It was just a lot of like overthinking and overanalyzing. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, this is where I'm at. So definitely like even taking notes. Taking notes would have been huge for me, just to keep my mind organized, my thoughts organized. Like even just having a document that has SOAP on it, just so I can just stay organized and be able to look at this document as I'm going through the evaluation, just again to stay organized. Also, being a little bit better with having the patient do palpation skills, probably by like saying, hey, okay, with your index finger or like your 2 fingers, can you press on your wrist at a medium pressure? How does that feel? Can you press harder? What does this feel like? Things like that. And then also, I think definitely for the UPS patient with the, I think it was sciatica, a visual representation would have been awesome to use. And I wish I kind of played around with double a little bit more to see if I was able to do that. Because I love using visuals. It, it helps me explain things a little bit better. And I think it helps patients understand what's going on under the skin. But yeah, I could probably go on and on and on and make this like an hour-long video about what I could have changed. But I think it was a really awesome experience. And this kind of brings me to the next question. Do you think telemedicine has a place in athletic training right now? The answer is a big, fat yes. I honestly would love to use it right now with patients who have concussions and they're not able to get a ride to come to the high school and do symptom checklists and have their parents be able to send me their checklists and update me with those kinds of things. I think it'd be awesome to have just a consultation with the parent and the patient whenever the parent gets home from work, whatever, and I'll be able to say, okay, headache, how would you rate that? 1, blah, blah, blah. Just go down the symptom checklist and be able to see how they're doing. It would just be so much easier to manage concussions that way, and just see how the patient's doing it and monitor their progress and answer any questions that the parent may have, because I have a couple parents that their child has a concussion for the first time and the parent has no idea what to do. So I think that'd be an awesome avenue for the parent to understand, like, hey, there's this awesome program or way of a free way of doing a clinical visit with a healthcare provider to get some questions answered. And again, like I think we're more than ready as a profession to start doing this, but it's kind of just getting people more on board, educating people about it, getting people aware of it, and just getting more people trained and experienced with it. So yeah, I think this is absolutely huge. And like, yeah. There's a reason I took this class, because I believe in this. So, all right. Thank you. This class was really awesome. Really awesome experience. I kind of wish it was longer. But yeah, thanks.